What's going on, y'all? This is Word and Culture Podcast, and we got a new episode, GodLogic. You guys probably heard of him. He has some great content online. He's going to be speaking to a Muslim or, somebody who's in the Islamic religion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And these contents are always fun, right?
Yeah.
We love engaging with it, and especially we're doing street preaching or whatever the case is, man. I just think that these type of videos are very engaging, but also we can learn so much from them. So, before we do that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and also give this video a thumbs up, man. And we got some more content coming your way. So let's get right into the video.
Let's do it. Who's going to win? Who do you got?
I got GodLogic.
I got my money on Christ, bro.
Hey, let's see. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Just the one that talks about how he was taught the wisdom and all that, right?
Yeah, it says, and he will teach Jesus, وَيُعَلِّمَهُ, he will teach Jesus, the book, the wisdom, and then the Torah and the gospel. So the Torah and the gospel, okay, is a little different than what the book and the wisdom is. And God states in chapter 2 that he sends the prophets, right, and brings down on them the book so that they could judge between what the people are differing. So the message of the book has always been the same, and all the prophets have received the same book. What you're talking about is the scriptures. Those are trying to teach you, if you're willing to listen, the book and the wisdom.
Okay.
So what I was trying to say is quite very clearly that if someone reads, let's assume what the Old Testament or the Old Testament and the New Testament, because they have to go hand in hand, there's sufficient information for the person there to know what they need to do for that they are in a decent setting on the day of judgment. Be kind to your parents, pray, give from what you have been given, be a good human being, worship your Lord with all your love, call people towards your Lord. All of this is present in both books. And this is what's the duty upon you as a human.
Okay.
Duty upon you as a human. Sounds like work-based salvation to me.
It's a work.
Yeah, I mean, he literally said, you have to do when you read the Old and New Testament to keep yourself from judgment. And he listed a bunch of things that you have to do.
Yeah.
Right? Typical Islam and typical any other religion, it's all about how can you earn your way to heaven, or how can you earn yourself out of judgment.
Yeah.
And it's wrong. I mean, that's not, we know that as Christians, right? It's the gospel. And a lot of Christians get it wrong too. A lot of Christians think it's all about loving God more and doing more, and it's not. It's about faith in Christ.
1,000,000%, I agree.
Yeah, it shows you everything that you need to do, but it also is giving you a mirror that you can't really fulfill everything that's on there. That's the main point of the Old Testament laws, is to show you the fact that you fall short every single day of the righteousness of God.
Yeah.
So I mean, what baffles me is how much does a person have to hate God in order for them to try to acquire his perfect righteousness when God just gives it to you for free?
Yeah.
And one thing he said, that God is going to teach Jesus the gospel.
Yeah.
He is the gospel.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
He is the gospel, man.
The book that the people are of, when it calls us the people of the book, what is that book?
The people of the book would even include Sunnis and Shias nowadays. The people of the book are the people who want to adhere to what God has said within his book.
Yeah, but when Muhammad is... Okay, so when Muhammad says in 568, say, "O people of the book, you have nothing to stand on unless you stand on the Torah, gospel, and all that's been revealed to you."
And what was being revealed to you. So it's not just the Torah and the gospel, but it's true. And the
the
thing is,
what are they the book of? What are they the people? What book are they the people of?
the book is whatever God has sent already with the prophets. So this is what the book is telling you is the judgments of God. The wisdom, so God uses the book and the wisdom. The book is the judgments, what to do and what not to do. The wisdom is the why you shouldn't do it and why you should do it. So whatever rules that God has already ordained on humanity, like don't steal, don't cheat, is present in both books. So if you do uphold what the gospel is telling you in regards to the rules, the book, and if you uphold what the Torah is telling you, you're in good standings with God.
This is where you're losing me.
I know.
So you talked about how the book is separate from the Torah and the gospel and the Quran. So it's its own thing, right?
Because Noah had the book as well, but Noah did not have a written book at that point. The book is what God has written as rules.
Be slow for me.
Sorry.
So you have the book that is separate from the Torah, the Gospel, the Quran. Correct? Correct.
Okay.
Woo.
What the?
What the?
What?
What do you guys think about that?
Yo, what book is he talking about?
So
bro?
he's separating.
It's the book, bro.
The book.
You
The
don't
book
know
is the book.
It's the book. It's the book.
So it's crazy because he's saying it's the book, it's
The
the
Torah.
Torah,
And the gospel.
The
and
gospel,
then there's the gospel.
the prophets,
So that's
and the
what
wisdom.
GodLogic. Yeah, like
And the
wisdom
rules.
is something separate. Noah had it. Noah had the book because it came directly from God.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 different things going on, and then GodLogic is actually trying to, put them into a corner and tell them, hold on, but what is the book
What
then?
is the book? Yeah.
If the book is not the Torah, if the book is not the Gospels,
The Quran.
then if the book is,
What additional thing are you trying to add?
And that's what
to
he's
this
saying.
point?
Well, that's just the problem with Islam. They got so many rules,
Yeah.
so many things that they have to believe and uphold. And he said it at the end. He said, if you uphold all these things, you're in good standing. The problem is nobody can uphold all those rules perfectly.
Exactly.
There is nobody. And actually, if you study Islam, Allah is a very angry God.
Yeah.
He's a God that is almost impossible to please.
Yeah.
Right. He has
You can't please
a dark nature to him. It's part of his nature. So everybody in Islam is screwed.
Yeah.
And that's why the extreme versions of it, we're talking about the extremists.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they go to those links to earn favor, because they feel they have to kill people and blow themselves up and do all these extreme acts of violence in order to appease this angry God.
well, that's written in the Quran, right? It literally says that if they don't
kill the
believe what you
infidels.
believe, to slay the infidels.
That's maybe for those.
And then people
Yeah.
would sit there, because I got a friend of mine who's he's actually Muslim, and he tells me, he's like, well, you know how people misinterpret tongues? You have a section of Christians that believe in tongues, and you have another sections that don't believe that they're gibberish, but they're actual tongues, like actual languages.
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's the same thing with the Quran. People take it out of context. And I'm like, really?
But it says it right there.
I mean, it's clear.
It's clear.
It's
Slay
clear
is
as day. Slay is slay. Anybody who doesn't
Or
believe.
maybe it's like slay girl, maybe it's like maybe it's a different kind of slay, who knows?
Oh, it's that. I mean, look at the book of Hebrews. What does it say that? Okay, he keeps talking about the book that God spoke through the book. When the book of Hebrews says that in past times God spoke through our forefathers and through the prophets, and now in the last days He has spoken through who? Through the Son. Through the Son. The Son is the last word. Not even the last word. He is the word.
He is the word.
He is the living word and the word made flesh that came down from heaven.
Yeah.
The second person of the Trinity, Jesus Christ himself. And that's what he's failing to see. It's not just a
cooking.
book. It is a person. The
Yeah.
person is the word. And the word is Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and Islam does not worship the same God as Christians.
No,
We
100%.
can at all.
Because
destroy
people
that
would
right
actually
here,
say
right
that.
They
all.
do that. It's totally
Jesus
false.
Christ says, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. He made it explicit. There's no doubting. There's no if I'm the way or if I'm the life. No, he is the way.
By the way, and you're going to have Muslims out there that are going to say, oh, but we believe in Jesus. What are you guys talking about? No. You guys believe that Jesus is a prophet.
Yeah.
We don't believe that Jesus is
only
a
a prophet.
prophet.
Yeah.
He's also God. He is God made in the flesh, who's
Yeah.
God, a deity, and he was human.
Yeah.
He actually walked the earth. So there's a big difference there, and
talking
this
about-
is what separates Christianity from Jehovah's Witnesses, from Islam, from Mormons,
Hinduism.
Hinduism. It separates us from every other religion out there,
Yep.
man-made.
And this is and one last thing on my end. The doctrine of justification by faith, the church will stand or fall based on that doctrine alone. That is what makes the difference between every single religion and Christianity. Because every single
It's not
religion
by works.
is trying to make it by works. They're trying to appease a God by their own doing. When the gospel is that you're saved by grace through faith in Jesus Christ. The justification by faith aspect is that we can't keep the holy laws of God, but Christ kept it for us because he's our representative. And because not only did he die for our sins, he also lived the perfect righteousness that was required of us, but we couldn't keep it because we're not perfect.
We gotta hold this guy back.
Yo,
bro.
let
See,
him
he began,
Yo,
bro.
let him.
He be cooking, bro.
Yo,
But I'm telling you, the
yo,
doctrine
I'm
of
about to
justification.
speak in tongues, bro. I gotta. We're
I'm
public
telling
again
you,
right
the
now.
doctrine of justification by faith,
We
the
need an
church will
interpreter
either
right now.
fall or stand based on that doctrine.
Amen.
You can't get the doctrine
Listen,
of justification by faith wrong.
Like the great John MacArthur said, if you can, retain your salvation, you would have lost it already.
I would have lost it.
Hey, you would have been lost.
Woke up.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's
awesome,
good.
bro. That's
That's
really
good.
good, man. That's man, That mic, man, that mic catching
Yo.
fire, bro. That mic catching fire, bro.
Yeah. Damn.
The Holy Spirit, man.
Crank up the AC in here, bro.
Let's keep listening to this.
This book, these people are reading it, right?
No, people read the Gospel, the Torah, the Psalms, and the Quran to teach them the book.
In chapter 10, verse 94, it says, "So if you are in doubt about that which we have revealed to you, then ask those who have been reading the scripture, or in your case, what you're saying, the book before you." So they are reading this book.
Yes. So reading the book, right, is like me reading the thermometer. The word yaqra'u in Arabic is like reading and deducing information, right? When I read the thermometer, I understand the temperature, okay? But just
There's
saying...
an actual thermometer that you're reading.
Correct. So the
right.
Torah,
What is-
the Gospel...
Look here.
The Torah, the Gospel, and the Quran, when you're reading them, you are reading the singular book. That's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah, what book are they reading? Because it says they're reading it. So
So
they have
any-
something in their hands that's physical that they're reading.
Correct. So this would also apply to the people who wrote the Torah, the people who read the Gospels, and the people who read the Psalms. And there's other religious books that this applies to. So for
would
example,
this-
Buddhism.
Would the Torah, Gospel, and Psalms be included when it says those the book before you, reading the book before you? That would include the Torah, Gospel, and Psalms.
Correct. So that is true, that it is there for them to get a confirmation. It does not give it authority, because the Quran, as it says, is to fix what they did wrong in the book. But the book, as I already told you, the book
disagree.
is already sufficient.
All right. So going all the way back, then we have just surmised that this verse is telling Muhammad, if he's in doubt about the Quran,
Ask.
to go ask the people
Those who-
who are reading the book before him.
So for
So
example, you
that
read,
means-
you,
just
you
one
read
second.
the book before the Quran, correct?
One second. So this means this is the Torah, the Gospel, and the Psalms that they're reading,
And there's
and he
other
can-
books as well.
and he can go ask them in regards of the Quran and see if the Quran's lining up with these with these books, and he'll know that he has no reason to doubt the Quran. Correct?
It's yes, for him to realize that God told him the truth.
Yes.
Right.
So
But
The-
1 minute. How
so
is that giving that authority over the Quran rather than confirming the Quran?
because if the Quran is not in line with these books, then the Quran is false.
Boom.
Okay.
If it is in line with these books, the Quran is true.
But here is now
He knocked it out the ballpark right there. Because if
The standard is-
the standard is the gospel, the Torah,
Yeah.
the Psalms,
The Bible.
the Bible, pretty much. And if it's in doubt, you have to go back to there. But like he said, if they disagree with the Quran is wrong.
Correct.
That's it. He nailed it right then and there.
Yeah,
he
bro.
put the nail on the
He's got the
coffin with
rat
that.
cornered.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. Submit to Christ. These guys. That's why I wear a hat, by the way, because if I take off my hat, I look just like this guy. but
Yo, Derek White?
D.
What's
White.
up?
there we go.
D. White.
No, but that's serious, yo. It's crazy to me that they see these things, but they choose not to submit. But it goes back to a deeper issue. It's a hatred for
it's
God.
it's a heart
It's
issue,
a heart
bro.
issue. Exactly, it's a heart issue.
It's a hard issue, and on top of that, it's like I felt like this man was just speaking, and he just took me all over the place. You got the Quran, you got the Torah, you got the Gospels, you got the Psalms, you got the wisdom, you got everything is separate. And something that Wesley Huff said in the PBD podcast, you guys definitely should go to watch it. It was really good. He said that when you look at the Quran, it's not chronological. It's not chronological like the Bible is.
Yeah.
Like there is, if you can read from the beginning, and then the first book doesn't align with the second book. But if you read the Bible, everything in the Old Testament from Genesis all the way down to Malachi, everything makes
Coherent
sense.
and
It's
confirms
coherent.
everything.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
interprets
has a-
each other.
Yep.
1,000,000%. So, there's like, that's how you could determine what's real and what's false, and there's so many Muslims all across the world that are falling for this deception,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
because
deception,
there's
yeah.
only one truth.
Last time I checked, it's the number one growing religion in the world is Islam.
Yeah,
but
because they
not-
have Sharia law.
Yeah.
So if you have the laws placed upon humans
forcing the
that are
religion.
forcing your religion upon people. Obviously, you're going to have people that are going to fall into Islam
Yeah.
forcefully, not because they want to.
Yeah.
What you do see is people coming out of Islam and radically changed by Christ, whether it's through dreams, whether it's through street preachings, whether it's through sermons online. That's what you do see, because there is power in conversion when it comes through Jesus Christ.
Yeah, facts. You hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
And the people that are going to Islam, a lot of times here, especially in America, is because they consider Jesus a white man's religion. So that's another thing too. That's a whole other topic. But they don't realize that, no, bro, Christianity is a Middle Eastern religion. You know, it came from the Middle East. It's not a white man's religion. It has no color. This transcends time and space. This goes to all nations and tribes and tongue.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing now, everything is so popular with Muslim because a lot of celebrities are coming out saying, yeah, I'm a Muslim this, I'm a Muslim that, and this. So everybody wants to hop on the train and say, yo, you know what? You know, everybody thinks they gangsta until Christ cracks the sky, bro.
It's a cultural trend.
It's a cultural
That's
trend.
really what it is. You see it in hip hop a lot. You have these boxers, you have rappers. They're saying, "Oh yeah, you know Islam. You know I got the Quran, this and that." But it's more like a cultural trend.
Yep.
It doesn't last long.
It doesn't, yeah. And the fact that they're being as loud just like that about declaring their faith, that's how Christians needs to be. Yeah, I'm a Christian. What's up, bro? I'm a Christian.
Yeah, I'm a
Christ
Christian.
loves
What's
you,
up,
bro.
yo?
What's up, bro?
We out here.
We out
Word
here.
and culture. Go on.
Yo, so does this pod count as a crusade?
Nah, we don't force it.
You know what, bro? But I
won't
see,
speak loud.
I understand why the Crusades happen, and I don't knock them for it, bro. They were defending their land, they were defending the Christians, they were defending themselves, but they were defending
could
their
be-
family. But that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, that could be a whole nother
But
pod, right?
That is
That's
a whole other pod. But I wouldn't put it past them.
Are the crusades
Listen.
righteous, and will they happen again?
Bring back the Crusades.
Make crusades great again.
Only if the extremists try to do something to the Christians, bro.
1,000,000%.
For another day.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I thought that this entire topic is extremely interesting, man. GodLogic, he has great content. You guys should go and follow him. Muhammad from God, I wouldn't recommend him, but
I feel sad that he looks like me when I'm having my hat off.
It's okay, bro.
y'all keep tuning in, man. We got way more content coming your way. All right, until the next one, deuces.
Peace.
Get it.